when we have kids, many people worry about what do I need to teach them? How can I design the education system for our kids? So many people worry and think about this. But many parents don't care much about this because they think about, we have school already, we just send them to school. We don't need to care about what to teach our kids. Just make money and send them to the good school, that's enough. Yeah, some people think like that, but some people think more than that because they want their kids to grow up in the best way. So the kid can be themselves more, can be independent more. When I grew up, I observed a lot of kids until now. What I learned from many kids that I met in my life is, kids, they have their own curriculum. It's natural curriculum that the kids, they learn by themselves. When they were born in the beginning, the first thing that they need to learn is communication or language with their parents. Because when they want something, how can they communicate with their parents? So the kids, the children, they want to learn communication. That's the first thing, or language. And after that, when they grew up a little bit bigger, they learn about what's edible, what's not edible, what the taste tastes like, what it tastes like, the food that they eat. They learn what kind of taste that they like it. And after that, they learn about soil, water, plants, and animal, and even temperature too. The children learn this thing automatically because we don't need to teach them, we just let them crawling on the ground, on the floor. They love to play with sand, they love to play with mud, they dig a hole, they make a sculpture, they make so many things. That's the way they learn. Why they want to learn about earth, water, or plant or animal? Because they have to live with this thing. So their instinct, they create their curriculum that they need to learn this thing first. And after that, when they grew up more, they want to learn more about toy, about technology, about something further and further and further. They like to do art, they like to do technology, appropriate technology, they like to do many things after that. So that's the natural way of learning system that the kids create by themselves. Each kid is not the same. Some kids maybe love this, some kids maybe don't like this. So they have different way of learning. They have different topics. So that's the natural way. But now we try to influence the system of the nature so much. We start the school, we send all the kids to the school. They need to learn something that they don't know. They don't want to learn. They don't expect it to learn too. We think we did the best for them. We send them to learn piano, to learn foreign language when they are only 3 years, 4 years already. So we think we did the best thing for them, we love them, but actually it can turn to damage, big damaging for their life too, because we don't understand it. So from my experience, I observed so many kids who grew up with no school. These kids, they grew up with the nature. They learn how to be with their parents. They learn everything surround them. Until they're 15, they haven't been to the school yet. 15 years old. They haven't go to school yet. And then they enter to the city after that. And then they need to go to the education system. They learn very quick. When they need it, they learn very quick. I have a friend from Laos. when I was young. He ordained as a Buddhist monk and he came to stay in the same temple with me. He did not go to the school until he 15. And then when he came to stay in the same temple, he loved English a lot. So he went to the tourist area in Bangkok every day. He just learned how to talk with foreigner by himself. He did not go to school. Only 3 months he can speak English. And after that, he disrobed and he went to Switzerland and he worked in Switzerland. So he finished university in Switzerland. See that the difference, he has so much freedom in his life until he 15. He did not learn how to read, how to write. He did not learn math or science at all. But when he was 15, he jumped to the normal education system. He developed himself very fast. So from this sample, I feel like why we need to force the kids to learn so much when they are so young. Why we don't let them learn by their own. Why we don't let them have fun with their life. Whenever they have fun, that means they're learning. They have fun with clay, with the soil. That means they're learning about the soil. When they have fun with caterpillar, with the animal, that means they're learning about the animal. That's the natural way of learning. We don't need to sit in front of the blackboard. We don't need to read books all the time. So when I observe many kids who grew up like this, I can see these kids have very stable mind, very strong mind, and they have very good decision in their life. The most important thing is these people don't have the feeling of depressed. They don't feel depressed. They don't feel sad. They don't feel blind or nowhere to go, because they always find solution, because they can think out of the box easily. They can see solution easily, because that's the way they grew up with. So I feel like now we spend so much time, so much energy, so much resource, so much money to create the curriculum, to create the schedule for our kids all of their life. And at the end, not many of them happy. Not many of them enjoy their life. So I feel like it's important to come back to think about why we need to make the education system so hard, so complicated. Why we need to hire a lot of specialists in education to make the curriculum for our kids. Why we need to build so big buildings, so many things for our kids. And then at the end, they have less ability. So if we think about another solution, another choice in our life, we think we can find a way to make education cheap and easy and fun for everybody. And we can develop ourselves in the best way that anybody want to be. We don't want to be the product from the industrial that we call education system anymore. So when people grew up in the way that they want to grow up, they learn the way they want to learn. They have imagination, they have their world, they have their dream.